The beauty of Florida can be found among the ancient cypress trees. They stand like giant sentinels, where more than 50 years ago, a dream was born that would share Florida and its beauty with everyone.
The beauty grows at Cypress Gardens, a golden show for everyone. Come celebrate the best of Florida with water ski and pageantry and fun.
For more than half a century, this has been beautiful Cypress Gardens, but it wasn't always so beautiful. In 1932, it was desolate, a wasteland of forest and swamp, worthless except to one man who had a dream of turning it into a garden paradise. His name was Dick Pope, and he wasn't afraid to take chances. With his wife Julie and a few dollar-a-day workers, he began to tame the immense tangle of tropical growth, digging canals and planting the first flowers by hand. Over the next 3 years, the landscape underwent a dramatic transformation until finally, in January of 1936, Cypress Gardens received its first visitors. Today, the gardens are even more vibrant than they were over half a century ago. The original 16 acres have expanded to more than 200 acres of tropical beauty. In fact, you'd have to travel to 75 countries at different times of the year to see all the flowers, plants, and trees you can see in one day at Cypress Gardens. This is a place where the artist and photographer in each of us comes alive. A living stage where nature is the star performer, welcoming you into her beautiful home.
Welcome home to where old friends will surround you.
And new friends wait to meet you every day.
Welcome home to see your gardens glowing. Feel her new excitement grow.
We know she's sure to steal your heart away.
As you cross the footbridge into the botanical gardens, you enter a place of breathtaking floral beauty. Suddenly, you find yourself in a world of moss-draped trees, manicured walkways, and a stunning showcase of color, texture, and design. From one vista alone, you can see a display of over 40,000 red and yellow annuals winding along rolling hills, stretching up to the garden's white gazebo, which stands proudly between two bubbling fountains and brilliant beds of flowers such as marigold and begonias. The gazebo was built as a stately monument to symmetry and balance and has since been a popular site for weddings. The horticulture staff that grows the plants on display at Cypress Gardens pays careful attention to color selection, design, and other landscaping factors to create these stunning surroundings. Norm Friel, Vice President of Horticulture, has been with the park since 1968. His philosophy is simple: make each vista a photograph. And in this, he and his staff have succeeded beyond measure.
It's a challenge, and if you love growing, as I have since the age of 13, I've always wanted to work for Cypress Gardens, and basically I consider it my garden. In the morning, you and Paul go ahead and do the herbicide application. Let's get out.
Behind the scenes, there's much to do. In fact, it takes a team of over 50 full-time landscaping specialists to maintain the botanical garden's picture-perfect beauty year-round.
Maintenance involves the mowing, the weeding, the pruning, the everyday responsibilities. Quality is very essential. Mowing during the summer months is every other day. The gardens is edged every week, and again, very, very, very high intensity maintenance program.
But it's all worth it, because this sort of precision care and maintenance have produced some of the most amazing botanical achievements in the world. The garden's banyan tree, for example, is incredible to behold. A native of India, this remarkable specimen stands a massive 265 feet in diameter. Planted in 1936 and awarded the National Arborist Association Tree of the Year Award 36 years later, the Cypress Gardens banyan tree is a living monument to the skill of the Cypress Gardens horticultural staff. The main trail through the botanical gardens leads to a large golden Buddha sitting serenely in meditation among juniper beds and bubbling fountains. In these oriental gardens, there are half a dozen varieties of bamboo and a tall stand of feathery papyrus native to Africa. Equally impressive is the rose garden, where statues of St. Francis and St. Fiacre, the patron saints of birds and gardens, keep a silent, timeless vigil from opposite sides of a picturesque courtyard. The rose garden's intoxicating fragrance and rich color bring smile after smile to guests who always delight in the quality of these fine specimens.
Everyone loves roses. Behind me, we've got the summer snow pink. One of my most popular are the hybrid teas, and they put on an excellent display.
Held in November, the Mum Festival is a Cypress Gardens highlight that attracts visitors from all over the world. Preparations begin 9 months in advance with 3-inch cuttings taken from stock plants. The floral designers then develop these cuttings by means of pruning and pinching techniques until they graduate to larger pots and finally to huge cascades. In the wet mist of the fog room, these young plants are nurtured and eventually form 5-foot columns, poodled baskets, and towering displays. More than a month before the festival, the landscapers install flower beds throughout the park with various blooms of chrysanthemum set to create a floral rainbow of more than 2 million blossoms. At the annual Poinsettia Festival, which takes place during the Christmas holidays, seasonal music plays a joyous background harmony to the sound of rushing waterfalls. All around, lush beds, tiers, and peninsulas of poinsettia burst forth in a dazzling display of color: red, pink, and white, plus marbled, speckled, and jingle bells hybrids. More than 30,000 blooms on 6,000 specimens make this the world's largest indoor floral display of its kind. The gardens and festivals offer a kaleidoscope of natural beauty. Imagine, if you can, 36 varieties of palm tree, 7 kinds of gardenia, 42 types of banana plant, 109 distinct breeds of croton, 9 kinds of poinsettia, more than 50 varieties of hibiscus, 26 types of bougainvillea, 104 kinds of camellia, and many other species. All told, over 400,000 blossoms of all kinds grace the walkways and belvederes of Cypress Gardens, offering a botanical wonderland that is simply unforgettable. Welcome to Southern Crossroads, a village of quaint shops, eateries, and lively entertainment set in the architectural style of the Old South. Here you'll find such exciting attractions as the Captain Robbins Flying Circus, which draws gasps of amazement from eager audiences. At Southern Crossroads, things are always looking up. After the circus, you can stroll over to Carousel Cove. When you walk through this gateway, you'll enter an amusement area designed expressly for the little ones, including a special antique replica carousel. Young guests enjoy exciting kiddie rides, such as the Parachute, Red Baron, and Delta Kite, and win prizes at the Boardwalk Games. Cypress Gardens is proud to present a Feathered Follies review with macaws, cockatoos, Amazon parrots, and other feathery friends performing amusing and intricate feats. Laughter and learning flock together in this comical, informative show. All aboard? It's time to take the train, and an unusual train it is, at Cypress Junction, home of one of the most elaborate model railroad exhibits in the world. Maintained by the all-volunteer Cypress Gardens Model Railroad Association, Cypress Junction painstakingly recreates 7 different regions of the United States using thousands of replicas of people, buildings, trees, and other details to achieve impressive, humorous, and sometimes startling effects. More than 1.5 tons of plaster were used to build the miniature rocks, mountains, waterfalls, lakes, and rivers. There are nearly 400 buildings, 4,800 human and animal figures, and 4,500 trees. 12 miles of electrical wire carry current throughout the display, and 1,300 miniature bulbs lighted. On your tour of Southern Crossroads, you won't want to miss Cypress Roots, a pictorial retrospective of the origins of Cypress Gardens. This interesting exhibit includes a rare display of cameras from the 20s to the 70s, antique magazine covers and advertisements, a Southern Belle dress and hoop, water skis used in original Cypress Garden shows, souvenir brochures from the 40s and 50s, photos of celebrities who have visited the park, and other memorabilia.
Cypress Roots is a tribute to Cypress Gardens, the building of Cypress Gardens, what it took, the years that went into building it, the creation of it. It's not a museum that you would walk into and go, oh, this is boring, let's go on. It's a fun type thing. The people get into it, they get to see it, they get to experience it. It was a lot of fun to build.
It's time for a walk down memory lane at When Radios Were Radios. This outstanding collection of over 300 vintage radios, about 100 of which are on display at a time, lets visitors tune in to the heyday of pictureless broadcasting. The exhibit includes models from the turn of the century to the deco classics of the 50s. Old RCA Victor advertisements on the walls, antique microphones and Victrolas, and other memorabilia show what made this time in American broadcast history one of our most nostalgic. Donated to Cypress Gardens by Weber College in Babson Park, Florida, this collection is a rare experience of Americana. Perhaps the most spectacular view of Cypress Gardens is found at the 153-foot summit of the Island in the Sky. It is magnificent. The revolving observation platform provides a dynamic 360-degree panorama of the gardens below and the central Florida skyline. For a closer look, guests can catch a pontoon boat ride along the shoreline of Lake Eloise, the largest in the Winter Haven chain of lakes. The tour gives an informative look at the wildlife surrounding the gardens. Dozens of bird and fish species live here, along with more than 100 alligators, some up to 12 feet long. Those who like the Lake Eloise tour also enjoy the relaxing scenic boat ride through the extensive canals of the botanical forest. Along the way are trees and plants which surround you, many within arm's reach.
These trees in the water here are called bald cypress trees, and they are among the slowest growing trees in the world. And they'll grow anywhere from an inch to an inch and a half every 46 years.
It seems that everywhere you turn, there's a picture begging to be taken. No matter how you look at it, Cypress Gardens is truly a photographer's wonderland.
Say cheese.
The Southern Belles are the garden symbol of classic Southern hospitality. These beautiful young women show off the best of this Southern tradition, like the thousands who have belled before them. The idea of the bells originally came out of necessity during World War II, when a hard freeze hit the gardens, damaging the flowering vines at the entrance. To keep guests from turning away, some young women were dressed in antebellum skirts large enough to cover the frost-burned plants. Visitors were so enchanted with the warmth and friendly charm of this Southern welcome that the bells became a permanent addition to Cypress Gardens. Each dress is handmade without a pattern so that no two are exactly alike. Such variety of colors and styles can make it hard to choose which dress to wear. Wearing the dress of the Southern Belle can give a girl newfound confidence.
I was real shy. I couldn't talk. I would never been able to do this before. And I'm just like real outgoing now. And boy, when a camera comes on, I'm just like, I love it. Hello, how are you today?
Meeting hundreds of people from around the world and starring in thousands of photos is quite a treat for these beautiful young women. Sometimes even baby bells join in the fun of helping guests capture yet another special Cypress Gardens memory. Water skiing emerged as a new sport during the early 1920s in Minnesota, but the first professional performance took place in 1943 right here at Cypress Gardens. Some neighborhood kids put on an aquatic show for a group of servicemen who returned the next day wanting to see more. Ever the entrepreneurs, Dick and Julie Pope took the idea and ran with it, or rather skied with it, and professional water skiing was born. Since then, the Cypress Gardens ski team has staged more than 60,000 shows at the gardens and around the world.
Ski, ski, ski. Let's go skiing across the water. Everybody ski, ski, ski. Everybody skiing Caribbean. Oh, now it's a fantasy full of music, full of action, full of fun. Lots of fun in the sun. We play all day. Ski, ski, ski.
Cypress Gardens has more than earned the title Water Ski Capital of the World by playing host for over half a century to the greatest American ski team. The team boasts several Pro Tour champions and to date has captured over 30 world records, with team members competing regularly in some of the most prestigious competitions in the world.
We've been in Wisconsin, we've been in Michigan, we've been in California, Dallas, Fort Worth. Our show skiing helps us so much, keeping us in condition to go to these other tournaments, and I think we have a little bit of an advantage.
To keep in shape for their rigorous performance schedule, members of the team have to keep to a strict exercise regimen that would leave most of us exhausted. Training includes aerobics, running, and of course weight training to help build strength and endurance.
You're hitting a jump at some, 30 to 40 miles an hour, attaining a lot of height. Landing is a tremendous amount of torque on the body. By keeping yourself strong as can be, you're going to give yourself that extra edge.
Watching the Delta Wing kite climb high into the sky, one can imagine the incredible thrill of floating among the clouds. The skilled pilots must constantly be aware of the many variables that can affect their flight, but they also have the opportunity to enjoy the ride of a lifetime.
I'm soaring like an eagle sailing in the sky. Touch the clouds above, the universe is passing by. Freedom. The song that I sing. Freedom. The wind in my wings. Soaring, I live for the freedom to fly. Freedom.
flying free is probably the ultimate high that there is. You're cut free, you know, free like the birds. Hopefully some days we get lift and stay up a little longer, come in, land on the dock, and give a big wave. That's really natural high there.
Every flight is exhilarating. Every time you go up, there's something new happening, some little challenge, the challenge to make a little bit better flight or try to stay up a little longer. It's a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back our skilled Delta kite pilots.
The climax of the show comes when the ramp masters and aquamaids pool their talents and skill to create a 4-tier humid pyramid, first done at Cypress Gardens in 1948. Nowhere is the collaboration of this beautiful and demanding sport more evident as team members support each other and build right before the audience's eyes a 10-person configuration of raw muscle and trust, bringing a well-deserved burst of applause and admiration from the crowd. Throughout the years, Cypress Gardens has entertained millions with its blend of natural beauty, spectacular shows, and southern hospitality. And these golden years of the past hold the promise of an exciting future for Florida's original showplace.
The golden years of Cypress Gardens, those old and dear memories still stay. The bold and daring feats of yesteryear have brought us all to what we share today. Where old and new have joined together. You're climbing now to reach the sky. Like a flower we watch you grow. The future's yours and so Cypress Gardens, these are your golden years.
Who would have imagined that more than 50 years ago, 16 acres of botanical gardens would grow into what it is today? With its roots deep in the past, Cypress Gardens continues to offer a Florida you will always remember. A place of wonder and joy, excitement and fun, and of course, breathtaking beauty. They will always be here for you at Cypress Gardens.